I would just like to make sure we're all good before we go out into the wilderness.
To be honest, I just want to get on the road, get this over and done with.
I like the way you're thinking.
There's got to be faster ways of getting around. Try that. We need one of those airships. That's what we need.
I know. A hot air balloon, something, a blimp.
Yeah.
What if we put a bunch of birds, tie them all together, maybe they can fly us? What if we make a giant bird? Oh, now I'm talking crazy.
Who knows?
What's in this porridge?
Just oats, some milk, a bit of sugar, and a bit of honey.
Sugar and honey. Oh.
Makes it nice and sweet.
That's how I like my porridge.
So, what's the plan?
Travel, probably.
That's yeah.
No way.
So in the tavern that we're in, is it quite dusty?
It's not dusty per se. It's like it's mostly earthly, like bits of kicked up mud on the lower parts of the wall. It is kept up quite nicely. The innkeeper does do his best to keep it prim and proper. But with a heavy night of traffic, it does get a bit mucky, which will take a bit of time for him to clean up in the morning.
Okay, never mind. But yeah, so we need to get traveling because we're still 3 days away.
Yep.
And I can't remember what we're delivering, so if we take too long, they might be wondering where the bloody hell we are.
Hey, the little one does have a point.
All right.
Don't call me little.
Nobody saw like a wagon place in town or anything, right?
We've got a wagon, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Why would you need a wagon place?
All right, so there we go.
Making
Yes,
our way out then. Yeah.
You have a wagon with 2 horses on to pull it.
Yep. I guess we get going.
Yeah, so you finish up your breakfast. About another 30 minutes. Probably about 7 a.m. now. You head outside. Open through these like barn-style doors, and across from the inn. It's a bit open land. It's fenced off, and you see your wagon is parked up just outside, and your 2 horses are currently being groomed by the chief, Adquen Mistel. He's currently there, just brushing off your horses with another couple of guards for the town.
They seem to like you.
Oh
And
yes,
horses,
these are good horses. I can tell they're from the Adventurers Guild.
Have you? No, ignore that question. That seems stupid.
Oh, there's no stupid questions.
Beg to differ.
Only
Yeah.
stupid people.
Have you had much
Exactly.
experience with riding Adventure Guild horses, or?
Oh yes, I used to be a part of the early stages of the Adventurers Guild. I was the first Furbolg in the Adventurers Guild, actually. Most Furbolgs stay away from main cities, but I wanted to have an adventure. And then Bloodline called me back to this village to keep it going about 70 years ago.
Well,
Wow, so you've been recently retired then?
Yes and no. I had to come back about 150 years ago to help my father and my mother. My father used to run the village, and he wasn't doing too well. So I was kind of a makeshift chief until he unfortunately passed away.
That's,
Should we get going, guys?
Yes.
So he speaks to the guards, tells them to hitch the horses back up. Another 20 minutes, just to hitch them back up, make sure they're tightly hitched in. There you go, my friends. Safe journeys to all of you.
I hope your village stays safe as well now that we've
And
dealt with that
and you as
war.
well.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much, my friends. So, who's sitting where in the wagon?
Um,
I'm going to be the counter. I'm going to be sat next to Bomber because I don't want anyone really heavy sitting next to Bomber as well. So wherever Bomber is, I'm next to him.
I'll
Fair
be behind
enough.
The driver.
yeah, I'll navigate again.
I'll drive.
Bomber there. Bomber, Billy, Roscoe, Ariana.
I prefer a window seat.
So would you like to sit at the back of the wagon where you can see out the
Okay.
back?
I can only see white right now. Is that everyone?
No, I can see Pim
No,
as well.
that's you.
Yeah, really.
Can you not see the village?
No, I wasn't sure. I didn't know if it was coming up. I'm really.
Should
Got
be
it.
alright.
Yeah, I see the roof right now.
Yeah, awesome. So I'll put Bronwen behind Roscoe, and then I'll put Alice back right of the wagon.
Which side's the driver on?
Left.
Left, cool. Who's the driver?
Left side. He's more middle, but like seat wise, he's more to the left.
Me, because I'm the only one proficient in my vehicles.
Pretty much, yeah. So, plan is to travel.
Yes.
And we're off.
Cool. So I'll just say for now, following the path along from the inn, and then you just have to turn a straight left and follow the main road. Just make a dex check with your proficiency bonus,
Who?
Billy.
Oh. +3.
As a save.
Oh, that's a save. That's not a check, my bad. Just roll dex, right?
What would be the dex +1 anyway?
Yeah.
So if it's just a +1, I'll just use your save because it's just basically the same.
Oh, okay.
I'll use the first one. So you know it's a bit bumpy from the path from the inn. It's not like a paved path like the main one, and you're able to handle the horses quite well. Easily avoid the people walking up and down, and then just across the bridge, and then off into the forest. So for now, just white background because I don't really have maps for this. I did try making one, but I couldn't find any good ones. So currently, you are in a thick forest, going along a beaten path. You can tell most of these, most like wagons from different cities follow this path, as it is heavily beaten and it's perfect terrain for now. And I would say probably about an hour in to just following the path, just make another dex check with proficiency, and then Roscoe make a perception check for okay.
6.
Okay. So bit bumpier along these ways, and you're having a bit more trouble handling the horses through the forest. Let me just find my thingy. Okay. So Roscoe, he's doing a good job navigating. He's like, okay, there's a fork coming up. Just follow the right path, and you struggle a bit. You kind of drop into the trenches along the side, and on one of those trenches, it dips into the left, and you hear this crunch, and then the same as what happened last time. One of the wheels, the front left wheel, actually just pings off, and you being in the front and Bomber being in the front left seat, the back of the wagon, well, not the back, the gap between the driver's seat and the wagon completely drops, and you just hear this as it scrapes across the ground, and the horses are just trying to pull it, but without that wheel, you are currently stranded.
Well, that isn't good.
Fucking again. What are you doing?
If you want to drive next time.
Well, no. But Jesus, man.
Oh, it's harder than you think. It's fine, we'll just get off, pop the wheel back on, and we'll be on our way again. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
So currently you are currently in one of the ditches along the side. The wheel, as you get off the wagon, is probably about 20 feet behind you, and you see this like thick line in the actual ground where the wagon had been pulled through.
Does it look fixable?
You can make an investigation check.
I got a white screen again. I've tried reloading it.
It is widescreen. I don't have
it's
a map.
white.
It's
Wanted
just
to make sure I
all
wasn't cool.
imagination. But yeah, just make an investigation check as you get off. Go inspect the. I would say it looks fixable. It won't be a great fix, but you could probably get the wheel back on. Hopefully, be able to get you to Awesome Quay.
Yeah, it's closer at least, even if it breaks down halfway. Better than walking.
Yeah. I would say with that roll as well, you would see the axle, basically what the wheel would be on, is it actually is curved down, as it had like snapped and it bent where the wheel would go into or go onto. Sorry, but it looks fixable.
All right, so who's the most skilled in doing this? Anybody have like good
Carpentry,
skills or-
I guess, maybe.
No, I just drive
It's
the
not
wagon.
my forte.
I mean, I'll try it. I just don't know if I'm the best. Performance, maybe? I don't know. What do you think?
So, what are you trying to do, basically?
Take the wagon wheel, put it back on the axle, and try to cement it down there.
So same as last time, you'll need someone to help you like raise it a bit because it's drooped down.
Me,
The
man,
wagon is.
All right, so the strongest person should be the one
Hey,
lifting
Billy, come pick
Billy.
us up, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come. Give you a hand.
it. All right,
So
I'll
I'd say
move-
roll a
wheel
strength
the wheel
check
back.
with advantage because Roscoe is assisting as well.
Oh,
Oh,
No,
God.
today's not my day, man.
Even with Roscoe trying to help you, being a stout dwarf and Roscoe being, which I've recently found out, quite taller than you, like you're kind of like bumping elbows trying to lift this, and you're not able to lift it high enough. Like it's a bit of It's not that you're not strong enough. It's a bit more of uncoordinated, both of you. Like you're both trying to lift it different ways, and it's not working out too well for you.
All right, so we get everybody to try and lift this except for one of us. The other person can get a wheel.
I was gonna say get Bomber to stick his belly underneath it.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
What are we doing? Strength? I'll give it a hand too.
I'll push it up with my belly then.
Just your belly.
Just my belly.
Make a
gonna
strength.
lie underneath.
No
it.
way this will end badly.
Make a strength check with disadvantage then.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You say you're gonna lie underneath it.
Yeah, belly pushing it up, you know.
So I would say just trying to like push it up. When you lay underneath it, you realize even though you are a bigger dwarf, your stomach doesn't reach where this wheel would go. I would say even with the strength check, you stand back up, you kind of like push it up with your belly. It does actually lift up quite a bit, like, but it's just not enough. Like Alice is just there, and it's only like an inch or two just away.
All right, strength. Should I do?
If you're doing it, someone else would have to put the wheel on. But you can make a strength check if anyone wants to help you as well.
That's a strength save. There we go.
Alice, seeing this, a bit frustrated, he hands someone else the wheel, and he's able to lift it up and then hold it in position. Someone puts the wheel back on.
Yeah, I'll pull it on.
Yeah, so when you put it on, actually, you would see as well around like it's like a bicycle wheel. Like you've got the little wooden things in the center, like going from the center to the actual wheel. You see a few of them are actually cracked along the thingy. So when you put it back on, you hear it start to crack a bit more. Alice is able, with that strength check, I'd say Alice is able to hold it up so the wheel doesn't actually completely break.
Right, guys. I don't think this is going to last us for the whole way because part of that wheel's cracked. And
Didn't you fix it with your forest magic?
I'm trying to use my potion of healing on it. It's not working.
I don't think I can.
Oh, then we'll have to make do.
I would say you would remember that you have a spell
rope.
which should be able to
Okay.
help with fixing these cracks along them.
Me or Alice?
Yes, yes. Unless you've changed it, you should have the mending spell, which should be enough to fix them.
What, cure wounds?
Do you not have mending?
No.
No, that was Sam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, does Sam have mending?
Yeah.
Because say you used mending for some previous things. One of
that
you
was-
did.
That was before we changed the spells, though.
Oh my god.
Oh, why, Sam?
That's the reason why I didn't take mending, because I knew someone else had it.
No, I'm the first one to change my spell, so
Yeah, but I thought you still had it.
no.
Can I use shape water to freeze it together?
I have some
Are you-
rope.
Are you able to freeze the water? That's the thing.
Yes.
I would say, where would you get the water from?
My flask thing. What is it called?
Yeah, I have a water skin.
You could try. I would say then, make an Arcana check, and then what spell are you using to freeze it?
Well, shape water.
Yeah, but how long would that last for?
Oh, 1 hour, right.
So you probably could.
But I keep doing it like in like intervals because it's a cantrip.
Make an Arcana check. I would say it's a high DC to be able to keep it. I would say you
that's
wouldn't be
not
able.
gonna
So you do it, and the water it's not enough. You probably fix 2, and there's still 2 more that need fixing.
Can I cast guidance with him? Or is it
What
too
does
late?
that? I would say it's too late now, but in the future you can.
Okay.
So I would say you get it fixed-ish. You're able to get the wheel back on, and unlike the last one, didn't like ping out of the wheel. It's still like lodged in there. And I would say for about 20 minutes, you're able to keep it going. but then like you lose focus. Bandit starts roughing you around, and focus on Bandit. 20 minutes down the road, you just feel that you just hear more of this cracking.
He's
So
just there, tugging on your shoulder like, I'm hungry.
and there's Bandit with his deep bark, just like he's hungry. And you stop the wagon, you inspect it again, and you look and you realize it's gotten worse. A few of these minor breaks in the wheel have like completely snapped as you lost focus. So I would say 2 of them are completely broken now, as you weren't able to fix them, and the other 2 are looking almost broken.
Well, this is fucked. Can I see anyone to help, like around us, or is it just?
Make a perception check. You're in a forest as well, technically still. So I don't know if you get like any bonuses.
Where's the thing? Natural Explorer. Yeah, it's doubled. So that's 16.
So I would say about an hour you lot are trying to like rack your brain then and try and figure it out. And you do see a wagon approaching from the other direction you need to go to, and you see it trotting down. It's a one single horsed wagon with one man in the back, and you can't see if there's anyone in the carriage behind him at the moment.
How far away was it?
Probably at the moment about 200 feet.
Sorry, I had to call that for a sec. We're having wheel trouble, I take it?
Yes. Your
What's
wheel is breaking or broken.
Ooh.
Can I just run to him and ask for help? 'Cause
Sure.
I can kind of like run like super fucking fast.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're robbing his ass.
Yeah,
So I was. Are you running on your own?
well, me and Bandit.
Yeah, of course. So you being able to run quite fast. You start.
I actually cast message on him, and I say like, "Don't be alarmed. I'm a friend in need of help. Could you stop for a second?"
When you say that, he darts his head left and right, looks behind him, and you can't tell if he's speaking to someone or not. And then he stops about 150 feet away from you, and then at the moment he's just literally looking around.
And I do it again. And I say, "Well, I'm behind him, right?"
You would be in front of him because he's coming towards you.
Yes, friend, I am right in front of you. Can you see me? I mean you no harm. I just need some help with my wagon.
Are they able to respond to the message?
Yes.
So you would hear.
Whisper that only I can hear. Yeah, okay.
You would hear like you would hear on your own. You would hear an elderly man. Hey, who is this? Is this God?
I'll just dash up to him, like, not like trying to startle him, but just running fast towards him.
Right. So I would say you run up towards him, and you get probably about 50 feet away, and then you see this human man in the back just stand up, point his bow and arrow to you, and he puts his hand. Well, he points a bow and arrow at you, and you hear him say, "Stop! What are you doing?"
And I stop, and I just my car broke down. The wheel's fucked. Are you able to help?
He lowers the arrow. Well, he puts it back, and he's he smacks the guy on the shoulder, and he starts coming up to you, and then you see gets up close. It's a man in the back of the carriage with a few bags of what look like grains or oats, an elderly human and probably about a middle-aged human, like a muscular kind of guy. He hops out the wagon. He says, "You broke down."
Well, yes, I was traveling with some friends and we hit a ditch and, well, it fucked up our wheel. I tried to fix it with some water, but it did not work. By the way, the name is Roscoe.
Nice to meet you. My name is Philip. You tried to fix the wagon with water?
Yes, it's magic, it's fine. This
Yes,
is Bandit. This is my little friend. Say hello, Bandit.
Bandit does a little wave, and he's very, very nice. Sorry, I'm a bit. How did you try to fix the wagon with water? I understand the magic.
I cast shape water and make like an ice ball in my hand, and well, I was trying to. The wheel was falling apart, so I was trying to hold it together with ice. That's not a good idea.
Yes, of course. You need a carpenter with you. I could give it a go. I've been repairing this wagon for about 5 years. It is fine. I would offer my dad, George, to fix it, but he's getting on quite a bit. Father, just stay here. Use this if anyone tries to approach you. And he hands him a scroll over. Right, show me the wagon.
All right, follow me, and I take him to the wagon.
Yeah, he climbs up onto the carriage, grabs the bag, and you hear the cling of tools in the bag, and then he follows you to your wagon. Right, which wheel is it?
It's the back left one, right?
Front left one.
Front left.
Front left one.
Yeah. And he comes up, and he kind of stares there for about a minute, and he's just like in awe that you lot are still going on. Right, I can patch this up. It won't be a perfect fix. You would have to take it to a stable master to get fixed, but I can keep you going. Where are you heading to?
What was the city called again?
Hang on.
You're the one with the notes.
Yeah.
One of us has to be smart.
She says. I know I wrote it somewhere. Where the fuck is it?
Capital, right?
It's not
Yeah,
the
it's
capital, no.
It's the next main city, though.
When you say that,
It sounds similar to. I've got too many names in my head at the minute.
I would say when you said it's the next major city, he'll be like, right, Alsonquay.
That's it.
Yes. Right. Just give me this. I'm gonna have to charge you for this if I don't want to do anything for free. I hope you understand. How about 5 gold?
I'll pay for it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Actually, Bandit walks up to him and gives him the gold.
Okay.
Bandit fun, baby.
He grabs it and he's like, "Wow, I'm kind of impressed." And he pulls 1 gold piece out and he hands it to him just to see what Bandit would do with the gold piece.
He puts it in his pouch.
And he's like, "Oh, interesting." Right, 4 gold it is then for that little thing, and about an hour and a half later, you keep an eye on this man. He's got like a long-haired mullet kind of thing, and he's just there hammering away, patching it up with these pieces of wood that he had in the bag that he brought with him, and he does a decent job at actually repairing it. He says, this could get you further than Alsonquay, but for now, please stay on the road.
Oh, we will do, hopefully. Providing our driver isn't drinking anything.
No.
Promises.
Good.
Haywood says, well, would you like a few of these tools to, just in case this happens again?
Very much
Yes.
so.
So he'll hand you like a small hammer, a small chisel, and probably about 20 nails in a little bag. And he passes them over to you. Look, thank you for not robbing me. These roads have been dangerous as of recent. So I do appreciate that. Just be careful.
Will do.
No problem. Put your hands up. I'm just kidding.
Do you want any gold for the tools?
No. I am. Me and my father are carpenters at trade. At the moment, we're just delivering some goods to Pale Star. I'm sure you have passed through there recently. If you are on the main road,
Tell them you helped us. You'll be very well. You'll be what's the word?
compensated.
Yes, probably you'll be compensated.
No. I don't want to brag about just helping someone in need. Anyway, me and my father are going to go, and he at this point, this father would have come closer, and he would have just been sitting there reading a book. And he clambers on back of the little carriage. And I must have bid you adieu. Come on, father, let's go. And his father's like, hey, on the way, let's go. And then off they go.
Alright.
That was kind of him.
Yes. Good man.
Alright.
That guy seemed pretty old. His father must have been ages.
Shall we get going anyway?
Alright.
Who's driving?
Who do you think?
Well, third time's the charm, right?
Unless anybody else has magically discovered that they can drive a wagon.
Bandit.
Nope, sorry.
No.
Yeah, I think we're stuck with only one person driving.
Yep.
Let's get going.
What
What's
time
the
is it now? It's about 9ish now, isn't it? 9, 10ish.
Yeah, about 9:30ish. 9:30, 10. Getting close to midday. What's the seating order as well? As Bomber was currently sitting
On the
basically
broken wheel.
where the broken wheel is now. Yeah.
I'm gonna swap places. So because I'm the lightest. I'm assuming. I want to be on that
Yeah.
wheel.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna
That's
be.
fair.
Yeah.
Unless one of us is a really, really skinny dwarf.
So you swap places. You head back on the wagon, and you're a bit nervous for the first half an hour. You hear the creaking and slight, very minuscule cracks as you're heading along, but everything seems quite fine. And away you go.
And away we go.
So I would say just following the path, being more careful. At this point, you are traversing delicately through the forest, so you don't really need to make a
Dex check.
yeah. I would say Roscoe could make a perception check though, just to see if he can navigate you just out of the forest. Yeah, he's fine. Even with his bonus, he's able to navigate you through the main road, watching the tracks. There, you do see some forks in the road that split off further into a different part of the forest, but you're able to notice which ones are the main road as you travel on through. And then you come out of this forest again, and you see, when you look out, you see these, again, rolling hills. The land is pretty much the same, but I'd say quite far off into the distance, you see actually this giant mountain surrounded by smaller mountains. You see snow at the top of it as it's so high up. And it's literally just a mountain range across the far distance behind everyone. Well, in front of everyone, sorry, like behind. But what you would assume would be behind all the cities.
Well, ain't that beauty?
I was
Those
just
look
thinking
nice.
that.
Oh, thank God we're getting closer.
No, we're still 3 days away. I don't think it's over there. Well, it might be past those mountains, but
Only one way to find out, right?
But the closer the mountains get, the closer we are.
hmm.
So is the plan just to continue on traveling?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
it's still early in the day, so
How can
Try
we
and
get
make as much-
proficient?
just try and make as much distance as we can.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry, Bronwyn?
I was just wondering how we can get proficient in other. Yeah, no, never mind.
I guess you go to like the shops and stuff, and they teach you or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it.
A
I think
few
it
days.
takes. I think it takes some time and
Just a week.
a set amount of gold to become proficient.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cool. So, at this point, Billy and Roscoe, Billy make Dex with proficiency bonus, and then Roscoe just make a perception check. You're not in forest anymore.
14.
Cool. So you feel Billy, with these next few hours of traveling, it gets a bit shaky. With the wheel axle basically bent downwards, it's a bit like wobbly, and you don't know if you're able to handle it too well. But thankfully, you are. You're just able to. And Roscoe, you're also a bit preoccupied. You know, bit with Bandit, counting some money, looking through your bag, but you're able to just point out in the right direction. So I'd say you've probably spent about 8 hours traveling at this point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I thought I would just sum it up quicker
It's about
instead of like hours.
7:30, 8ish now.
It's probably so you set off about 7.
Yeah, it was 9:30 when we got the wagon fixed.
Hmm.
Oh, we're starting from 7. Okay.
Yeah.
This should probably rest at some point soon.
4:30, 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you lot could keep traveling if you want, but I would say that you would have to do some Constitution saving throws.
Yeah. I'll just set up camp here.
Yeah.
So, Roscoe, if you want to look for a nice area that you could make camp in, just a perception check. 19, yeah, you're able to find this nice clearing in the plains, nice and open, which you lot are able to take a rest in. So, what I'll do then is, for my sake, let me do that. Just drop you all there, and I'll quickly go get the little tents as you set up camp for the night.
It's supposed to be green, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oopsie. Copy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many tents you had. So if there's anything anyone wants to do,
I'll get my head down in one of the tents.
For a long ride.
I'm gonna go hunt for food.
cool.
I'll join
Is it-
them.
So I would say, Billy, make a survival check with advantage because Roscoe would be helping you.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with him as well, but like.
Oh, then I'll say.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Because I want to like rummage around for some like herbs and stuff. See if there's anything like plant food wise.
You can go off elsewhere and hunt for that. You don't have to
Yeah.
all be together.
Alright, then I'll go hunting and you go foraging.
I'm going to set up the fire.
So I'd say, Billy, with that survival check, you're able to find a good few animals to kill. You find a little group of rabbits. You probably find 2-3 deers, and you find an elk, like this giant moose-like creature. But the choice is yours of what you want to kill.
So you wanna go for the deer.
Yeah, let's go for the deer. Don't go for the big one.
Trust me, I know how to hunt. I have a longbow.
Well, after you, Roscoe.
Aye.
Alright, so you don't have to roll to hit with the survival check. I would, and then Roscoe, if he's the one going to attack, he would be fine hitting. I would say you probably kill two of like the 3-4 deers, and clean shots, and you now have 2 deer carcasses with you.
Alright. Is this enough? I think so, right?
Yeah, the little one, she's getting her own dinner.
Well,
So
one's for the fat one, and the rest of us can eat one.
Exactly. We should have maybe gotten an extra one. Jesus, hungry.
It's kind of true. Yeah. Well, it'll do for now. It's fine.
But as usual, fine hunting.
Yes, really good.
Yeah, you bring these carcasses back. Billy's able to throw one over his shoulder. Roscoe is dragging it behind him. As you make your way back to the campsite, the rest of you see these two appear with these 2 deer carcasses fully grown. Looks like to be if you were to cut it all up and keep it, probably last you about 2 weeks worth of meat. It's if you have everything from it. Obviously, you would have to make sure you keep it preserved, but in total, that's how much meat is there for you lot.
Okay.
Is that 2 weeks worth of meat for one person, or is that for everyone?
That's for all of you.
Right.
Probably so.
If you eat it normally.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're not Bomber,
Yeah.
it's only 3 days worth of food.
Yeah. An afternoon's lunch. Yes. So, Ariana, what were you doing?
I was just going to see if there's anything, because I want to make like a stew type thing, so like I can bulk it out.
Like
So it's not just meat.
like herbs and
Yeah.
wild vegetables. All right, make an investigation check. Actually, no. Make a nature check. Whichever's better, nature or investigation for you.
No.
You find what look like to be some herbs. They look similar to what you know. You don't really find too much. It's mostly like vegetation, like vines and just like pest flowers, like weeds and things like that that are growing. You do find a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
And you come back with a handful of herbs.
Ah, yes, I see. We can make some deer kebabs with this.
Yeah.
Should
if
I get it
everyone's
going?
up for that. Yeah.
Alright. And Roscoe and Bannis are making the food.
So you see Roscoe starts cutting up these deer. Cutting up. Make a sleight of hand check.
Is it with advantage?
No.
Because I'm a proficient with cook's utensils.
Oh yeah, it would be sleight of hand with your proficiency bonus then.
Okay. Well, that's the 20.
Yeah, so Roscoe is
wait,
able.
18.
So Roscoe is able to like delicately cut out these pieces of meat that you would. It looks like they should be in a butcher shop, and he's able to cut them up perfectly as he cuts up half of one of the deers, which is quite a lot of meat at the moment. And you start to cook.
I can go and get some twigs for the kebabs if you want, or if you just want to eat it cubed up on its own.
Those sticks would be nice. Get a nice
Yeah.
grill going. Yes, very good. Have you
Wow,
done this
now
before?
we're talking. I'm hungry.
I spent a
Yes.
while in the forest, so you get kind of bored.
Yes. When you're alone, you need to keep yourself busy.
Right, I'm gonna go off. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you make your way through these plains and you find a few sticks that you could possibly put the meat on.
Wait, can we just use my arrows?
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm gone now.
That's just to use though.
Yeah, so I would say she comes back with these twigs, a bit happy, like she's found all these twigs, and when you come back, you see Roscoe has figured out he could just use his arrows, and he's plonking the meat onto the arrows.
You're like, I almost got killed by a bear out there doing this.
So thanks for that. Someone could have told me, come and got me.
Well, I sent them.
We always
but they
need
couldn't find
kindling.
you. Yes, just throw it on the fire.
I guess yeah, Kindle.
So you're able to cook up a nice meal. Takes a few hours, maybe like another hour or two. At this point, the sun's starting to set. It's getting dark, and it's approaching nighttime.
Time to party. Let's go.
Right. How are we
It's
gonna
like Bandit
keep
fell
this
asleep.
meat? How are we gonna keep this meat?
Has anyone got any salt?
Do you still have that ice power? Can you freeze it?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't last that long.
Hmm.
Wait, I think I do have salt. What's in cook's utensils?
I have rope.
Because we can dry it out. Keep it as jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say, so probably not. It's probably just fucking knives and shit. No, do not. Fuck.
Damn, no one's got a salt.
Well, freeze it for a while we go to sleep, so at least it keeps it somewhat fresh. In the morning, we'll
Yeah,
try
so
to
we
find
can
some
put
salt,
it
I guess.
Yes. Very good.
Salt, some water.
And I freeze like the most of the meats, I guess. Well, all of the meats.
So you freeze half of a deer,
Yeah.
and a full deer, as you've not cut up everything yet. You've only all you've had at the moment. To make a nice, decent meal. You only had to cut up basically half, and even that was a bit too much of this deer. And you freeze them. It starts to freeze over, and at the moment, the meat's all right.
There's no trees in by us or anything, right? We're out in, like, an open field.
You could, yeah, you're kind of in an open plains. It's more out in the open. There is like patches of like trees a bit further away where Billy and Roscoe went hunting. It's not like a massive forest. Like you could probably see through it, but it is. You can see animals like grazing through.
What
I was
animal?
thinking we put the meat up in the air, but it's frozen probably to the ground right now, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
frozen. And with what animals? You can't
won't
tell
be
from
able
how
to.
far away you are,
Ah.
unless you go to the forest.
No, I don't want to scare him.
Alright, Roscoe's going to bed now.
Who's staying up?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take
I'll
this.
take second.
Cool. So, anything anyone would like to do before we set off into the night?
Hmm.
No.
Awesome. Let me just read some. Cool. So, about nighttime now then. Or about 9-10 p.m. It's quite dark. You see the two moons going above the sky. It is clear sky, so you can see the stars quite clearly. And if everyone's gone to bed and Billy is taking first watch, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh,
By the way, Sam's AFK at the minute.
That's about right.
I don't know no shit.
Okay. So, first night of the watch goes a bit. It's a bit slow for you. You're a bit being your personality. You're a bit more agitated, so you kind of like a bit fidgety, standing around. You're not really paying too much attention to around you. You do see like a couple of animals approach the camp, and you just growl at them and you scare them off. And I would say, Ariana,
Mm-hmm.
in your sleep, you start to have this dream of just. Will you feel despair and dread in this dream? You can't figure out what's happening. Everything's dark at the moment, and you know everything's getting really intense. You look around you, everyone is just dead.
Oh fuck!
You run around. You pick up the corpse just to see it, and you look at the corpse, and it's just like a shadow person. It's just all dark. You don't know if it's been burnt or if it's anything's inside of him, and you feel that you've got this connection to this character, this humanoid that you're holding, but you don't know who it is, and you start to panic in this dream. And I would say at this moment you feel this hand slowly grab your left shoulder, and you feel this immense pressure squeezing. And at this point, you wake up, just sweat pouring down your head, just panting. You feel your heartbeat is just racing, and you have to just take a second to look. You look outside of the tent, and you see Billy is just there poking the fire, keeping it going. Billy, I would probably say, being so close to the tent, you would hear Ariana just rustling around in her sleep. And then just heavy, just as she wakes up.
Did anyone come near my tent? Like,
No.
What are you talking about?
Nothing's happening.
Alice, I would say you'll be asleep at this point. You're across.
It's been a quiet night. No movement, nothing. Why? What's up?
No, just had this terrible dream, is all.
What sort of dream? Come, take a seat. You seem a little bit restless anyway.
It's weird. It's like it's eerily familiar, but it was dark. It's just really, really dark, and everyone was dead. But couldn't tell if it was like what they died from or anything. Like,
You
it
had
reminded
this-
me of something.
It reminded you of something.
Yeah, like. So I don't know if I've told you, but the reason why I came to Octoquay, I'm trying to find some answers as to what happened to my village that I was living in. And
Okay.
it's kind of similar to the dream, but I'm not too sure. Like, my village, there was. It's similar to this shadow stuff that we've been seeing. I'm assuming, because it's too familiar. Every time I come across it, it's something's not right.
Where I'm from, our ancestors, their spirits, they help us. They come to us in dreams, so on and so forth.
Yeah, but
Could we be getting closer to what you're trying to find?
I don't know, because it's not sitting right with me. If the spirits are trying to guide me, why do I feel so horrible from it? Surely, if they're trying to guide me, there should be some kind of. I should be feeling some kind of hope.
Not necessarily. You might feel their anguish, their pain. What happened to your village must never have been good.
No, it was never good. Whatever it was, everyone
So,
died.
you gotta
The
think to
whole-
yourself, your ancestors may be trying to rectify some sort of wrong, guide you. You'll feel what they'll feel. You're one of them druids, right? You'll start to fear the spirits, the forest, everything. Eventually you're gonna feel life as you know it.
I'm just hoping I can get some answers.
Let's hope we can. As it sits, I'll keep by for the rest of the night. No one will come near your tent. If you want to go back to bed, you're more than welcome. I'll be out here for the rest of my watch.
I think I'll stay up for a bit. Just too many images in my head at the minute. I need them to disappear.
Well, how about this? How about I tell you my story? You see, for as long as I can remember, I've been raised by Goliaths. And then I run into those two knuckleheads. Just out in a field somewhere. And they claim to be me brothers. And eventually, after a little while, I start believing them. They look like me, they act like me. Except the spooky one, you know. But he acts all nasty. I want to say there's some little bit of good in him. But I'm gonna be honest, all I'm here for, I want to fight something. Something no man has ever fought before. And you see, whatever destroyed your village, it's gotta be very strong.
Well, yeah, to have wiped out a whole community, and then there was literally nothing left. It was just barren. No animals. It was just eerily quiet. Except my dream, it was like just a lot darker. Felt something in the darkness as well, but I woke up. That's why I thought someone was near my tent.
Oh no, it's been dead. So, Iriana, aside from the gang, what are you making of all of us so far? You haven't been rolling with us for the longest time. So what do you think of the others?
They're a characteristic bunch. I mean, you brothers especially, you're so different from one another.
According to the book one, the smart spooky one, it's because we have different bringing ups, you know? They live in towns, and I lived in tents. I lived out in the land, and they read books.
I mean, I'd be much appreciative if Bronwyn wouldn't just straight up kill people when we're supposed to be trying to capture them. But I think he's changing his ways slowly.
He's always kind of been that way inclined, you see. Like, me and Bomber, we have a few occupational hazards here and there, yeah? But Bronwyn's always been one to always go for the kill. Never really understood it. He always says some gobbledygook whenever we ask him about it. That some god tells him to do it, or some other, or whatever. It's hard sometimes, but we just tend to choose work that doesn't require a life. It makes it easier. We're all a rambunctious lot. I feel the others are a little prim and proper.
Well, I like Roscoe and Bandit. Can't help but find the Bandit adorable.
Well, when a cat man slams a man off a balcony the first time you meet him, that's certainly a first impression. I'm a paladin. The man can lift a mountain. Strong as all hell. I like him. I feel like this little ragtag group of ours could do great things.
I mean, we already have helped a few. Well, we've helped a village, done a few quests and stuff.
I see we kill a dragon.
We're not that good yet.
I don't even think they're still around to this day. Anyway. So, what's the whole druid thing anyway? What can you do? You can make roots and stuff.
You'll have to wait and see. See what else I've got up my sleeves.
That's what the others say.
I'm just gonna start gazing at the stars now.
Yep. So, after your nice little conversation with Billy, you look up at the stars and you see the familiar like sigils towards the gods. The predominant one is Droma, for the goddess of the earth. Is shining brighter than most of them at this point, which is a bit unusual because usually they're about similar, but looking at us, the one that stands out most for you. And then I'd say at this point, your first half of the watch is done.
Yeah.
And I would say you probably go wake up Bronwyn to for his part of the rest of the watch.
Like, wake up, Magic Man. Ah!
I love how you just don't refer to him as you by his name.
You spooky Magic Man.
I think it's my turn for the watch.
Like,
We're all-
to sleep.
Yeah. You shouldn't have been doing the watch anyway. But, yeah. Get rested. We'll need you tomorrow. Get out of this
Good night, brother.
wasteland. Good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh. Didn't expect you to be up as well, Ariana.
Yeah, it's a terrible dream, but I think I've passed it for now.
Well,
So I'm gonna, well, try and get back to sleep.
good night and good luck to you. Dreams can be horrible things.
So Ariana heads back to the tent. Billy finds a nice soft bit of ground to slump onto as he passes out. And if you would like to make a perception check for the last part of the watch.
Oh. No.
So
Dragon's
you,
attack.
Sneak attack. Because no one saw it coming.
Well, that's the last time I volunteer for anything.
5 beholders materialize in front of us.
Okay, I think there you go. Yeah, that one will do. So, you get a bit distracted, reading through notes of past that you have, just not at all focusing. And if I can just get.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Oh, it's not that one. It'll be this one. And then you're looking down at your notes, keeping the fire going, and out of nowhere, you will see
Zombie.
a giant.
Say fucking hell.
You see, literally within your camp, this tiefling woman just standing there, and she says to you, excuse me.
I can already imagine what Brian would say. I haven't got any money, fuck off.
Nah, he's more of a firebolt and think later.
But I am gonna raise a hand and say, "Who the fuck you?"
And she
what do you
will,
want?
She will put her hands up and I'm so sorry. My horse was attacked by a bear in the forest, and I was able to get away. And she will pull her sleeves up, and you see these claw marks, deep cuts in her arms. I was just able to get away. He was more focused on the horse. I'm currently traveling to Alsam Quay, and I was wondering if you're on your way that way, may I come with you?
Aye, we're on our that way, but
I can pay you. I just need safe travel, please.
we'll have to see what the others think. But I can't see any problem with it. Yeah. If you're paying for it, it's definitely. But that'll have to be in the morning.
Yeah, yes, of course. Do you mind if I stay here for the night? I'm a bit scared.
No worries, but you've probably got about 4 hours before sunrise, and then we'll get started. So if you're gonna rest, do it quickly.
Yes, thank you. And she'll not get too close. She'll probably come this side of the tent, so she doesn't look like, she doesn't want to make it seem like she's trying to rob you or anything. Stays away from the wagon and everyone's goods. And she says, I'm going to rest here. Good night and thank you.
Fine. Good night to yourself.
And she will take off her jacket and fold it up and put it down as a pillow. And she lays down and then goes to sleep. And then I would say the rest of the night goes peacefully. After this mishap, you pay more attention, and thankfully, night passes quite well, and nothing bad happens. And at this point, it's early morning. Sun is starting to rise. The fire is all just kindling at the moment.
Morning.
And at this point as well, everyone who wakes up sees this new person within your party, a blue tiefling woman who's got she's got a few bags with her. And she got a backpack and a bag she was carrying, and just a little loot that she has behind her back.
So you made a friend?
She stumbled into camp, claiming her horse was attacked by a bear. She's on our way to same place we are. I was wondering if she could tag along. I'd not said anything, but I thought I have to decide altogether. She says she can pay. That sweetens the deal.
And she'll like look over to everyone, and be like, I am sorry about this. I didn't want to be too much of a bother. I can pay. I can pay well. If that helps.
Can I make a perception check to see if she's tricking us or anything?
An insight check.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, that would actually have been useful.
Are you you're just trying to see if she's tricking you or not?
Yeah. Like her story, like I want to make sure, like
Yeah.
she, like her story seems believable and all that and stuff, like her body language and all that.
Right.
We'll keep an eye on her.
Rest of you can RP real quick whilst I write a little message out to Erin.
Oi. How did everyone sleep today? Well, I'm making kebabs.
These kebabs are really nice.
Yeah, thank you. I know. Well, when you live on your own, you know how to cook food. Huh? It's important. Good food, good body.
Oh yeah.
That's Bandit. Very strong body.
He's like doing little like flex, like
We find out he actually has a pet raccoon in real life.
That's
Like,
Can you imagine as well if you did?
I would be so happy. When did this woman arrive anyway?
Well, it was definitely after I went to bed. Well,
Wait,
again.
Yeah, in the early hours of the morning, when she stumbled in.
You went to bed at the same time as me.
How you doing?
I do not trust tieflings. Well, I don't trust most people, but...
You trusted
Oh.
us enough to accompany.
Well, yes.
worst case, we sell her into slavery.
Wait, what?
Don't
Deal.
frighten
That's
me
worst case for
more.
her, not even us.
She says to you, I would appreciate if you don't sell me into slavery.
Don't worry, I would kill them before we sell you to
This mine is CDC's, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Tabaxi Man. My name is Brenda. I thought I would introduce myself, as I didn't get the chance to last night.
Well,
Hello,
what's your
I am
story?
Alas.
Nice to meet you, Alas.
I'm Mariana.
It's nice to meet you, Ariana.
We are. You say you're also on your way to Elson Quay.
Yes, my horse was attacked last night, and she'll pull up her sleeves, and you see these like gashes in her arms.
Are you okay?
No,
Someone else.
we were attacked by a big bear, and thankfully he just went for the horse, but I was on top of it when he attacked.
Mariana, can you at least help her? She looks like she's in pain.
Speaking of dead meat, how's that frozen meat looking?
Oh yeah, when when you get up, also that would be another thing you notice, this bad stench of rotted meat. You look over at the meat, and as Roscoe went to bed and he wasn't really able to concentrate on recasting the spell, after about an hour of him sleeping, maggots at this point have infested. Flies are just around it, and you see a couple of it's been dragged a bit, and chunks bitten out of the other carcass, as some coyotes had come and tried to take the meat, but weren't able to. They didn't want to get too close to the fire.
I'm going to approach Brenda
Mm-hmm.
and ask to see her arm again.
You get up close, and she opens it. With a closer look, you can see, with looking as close as you are, you can actually see the dried up blood around the cuts, and she unwraps the makeshift bandages, and then that's where you see the dried up blood, and you can actually get up close, and you can actually see the skin is completely torn, and you can see the muscle underneath the wound.
But it definitely looks.
It doesn't look great.
Yeah. So how did you do it? Was it the bear or from falling?
It was the bear. I was on top, just riding through the forest, and out of nowhere, I heard this deep growl. And this creature just attacked me. One slash down, cut. I tried to block it with my arm, and it slashed my arm, and then completely ripped open the side of my horse. I was able to flee through the forest as the bear was preoccupied eating the horse.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hands over the wounds and just cure them.
And you see your magical energy.
Like little leaves just blow over her arm as I pass over it.
Yeah, they start wrapping around, and you see the skin starts to heal back up. Not completely, but enough to close the wound, and you can no longer see the muscle. It's a bit scarred still from the attack. She would need proper medical care, but you're able to close it up so it won't be infected.
I hope that's okay. That's all I can do. You'll have to get some proper treatment when you get to Elson Quay.
She'll grab your hand at this point. She'll thank you. Oh, thank you. And you see a tear starts coming out the side of her eye. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you.
It's okay. Well, what are you heading to Elson Quay for?
I have to meet my brother there. He is currently in Elson Quay. We are meant to meet and then go meet our father at Betham Quay, the capital city. He is waiting for me to come. I was supposed to arrive soon, but as you can tell, not great.
Well, we are heading that way as well. Hopefully we can get there.
If you don't mind, please, may I board your wagon? I could give you some gold.
We always like gold.
Give it to our banker when we arrive.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, of course.
Are we all ready to get going then? Because I'm not eating that meat. I can smell it.
Yeah, it's not that great, is it?
I have a bad feeling about us leaving all this dead meat around.
Well, it's just gonna get eaten by other, like wolves and shit, right?
Hmm.
As long as it doesn't come back alive, I'll be happy.
My sentiments exactly, brother.
Cool. So, what's the plan?
Back up, I guess.
Yep.
So,
Back up
You-
and heading out.
spend
Break
about an
down camp,
hour.
get out.
Yeah, so you spend about an hour packing up the campsite, closing up wrapping up the tents, putting them on the side of the wagon again, tying them up. You get your horses, hitch them back to the wagon, and at this point everything is ready to move along.
Right. There's definitely space for her in the.
There's plenty of space, yeah. If-
Cool, cool,
Even with Bomber in the back, there's still enough, and it's still enough space for 2 more people on each side of the wagon. It is a long wagon.
cool. Okay. Alright. I'm sitting back on that wheel again. Because I'm the lightest.
She will when you get close, she will inspect. Actually, let me quickly look up the mending spell. 5e. I don't know if there's like a time, or if she can just fix things. Yeah. So she will get up close to the wagon, just inspect it, and she will see the broken wheel. I'm getting close, and she will lean up towards it, and she'll put her hands like on them, and she'll cast mending on each of the broken like wooden poles that are on the wheel, and then you all notice that it's the axle's still bent down, so it'll still be wobbly, but the wheel itself is now completely fixed.
Thank you for that.
Much obliged.
No, you've been helping me, so I thought I would give you a little hand.
That's actually greatly appreciated because we didn't know how far this wagon was going to actually take us.
Yeah, so
Thanks to Billy.
You helped me, I help you.
Thank you kindly.
I don't think that was meant as a compliment, but
Don't worry.
So, what's the seating arrangement? Is it still the same with driver and navigator, or does anyone else want to take reins of navigation?
What does navigation like? What?
It's just perception, yeah. It's just being able to follow the path, make sure you stay on the main road and not accidentally take a fork in the road and head off course.
Ariana has good perception, right? Because it's wisdom.
Yeah. What's up,
Because Roscoe wants to keep an eye on this fucking tiefling.
Your pulse is quite high.
Lovely.
Okay. You've been laying down as well. You've been laying down as well.
He's just so excited for D&D. So if everyone is being a navigator, Bomber will probably sit back behind the driver where he would usually sit. Bronwyn will be behind the navigator. And Roscoe and Ariana on opposite sides, and then it'll be Alice. Am I missing someone? That's
6.
but.
Well, 7 now with Brenda.
So it will be for New Order. It'll be Billy driving, Ariana, Bomber, Bronwyn. She will sit next to Bronwyn. Roscoe will sit there, and Alice will be there. And then Bandit will just be there. Yeah. Cool. So, you start heading on your way. Ariana, make a perception check. And then Billy, make a dex with your proficiency bonus to do the next few hours. Billy goes quite steadily. Ariana, just kind of being a new thing for you, you're able to focus mostly on the main path and able to keep Billy on the straight and narrow. And Billy able to handle the wagon quite well. No issues along the way.
Yeah.
No breaking the wagon again. And so in the back, Brenda looks a bit. She's a bit nervous. Obviously, meeting a new group of people. She's holding her bags like behind her leg. Well, not behind her legs, but like at her feet. And then one of the bags on the empty seat next to her, and she's basically like an awkward woman on a bus, just holding her bags. I know Roscoe said she wanted to keep an eye on her. Anything you really looking out for?
I kind of want to have Bandit search her.
So,
like the scene from Harry Potter when Malfoy gets turned into a ferret. Goes down the path.
So,
and I'll let her know, like, this will only take a second. Don't be startled, please.
So Bandit starts to clamber on top of her and just as when he's about to rummage through like her pockets and stuff, she grabs him, not like aggressively, but she just holds him up like, "Oh, you're such a cute boy, you are," and sort of like just giving him little pets, but like she's just holding him back.
Let Bandit finish. You can pet him afterwards.
Oh, I would rather not him rummage through my pockets. I'm afraid I have a few important things that I need to deliver to my brother. For my father. Does this one? Is he trained?
Well, yes, sort of. I don't know. And I'm Roscoe.
What does he like?
Me?
Anything in particular he's trying to find in my pockets, or?
Oh, no, he's just searching you.
Oh, and she'll pull a ring off her finger. And she'll just hand it to him. A little silver ring.
He puts it in his pocket. No, Bandit, no, don't steal.
No, it is fine, don't worry. He can keep that. And she will just lean forward a bit and put Bandit back on your lap.
Don't steal from people, Bandit. We told you about this. It's like they were just trying to search if they're a danger to us, not steal their shit.
She starts to giggle.
Can I hear the conversation from outside?
Make a perception check.
This would be pretty loud because this happens a lot.
You can hear bits and bobs. You do hear most of it though, but with the wheels crunching through the gravel, it's a bit harder to hear. But you do hear most of the conversation.
Okay.
Batman. You're on back guard duty now.
And then he sits basically in front of Alice, just pouting, facing outside, just watching the trail leave behind him, basically.
Cool, man.
I love Bandit's characteristics.
So she will say to you, is everyone going to Alsam Quay for? I've noticed a few of you have the Adventurers Guild plaque on you.
Oh, we just wanted to try somewhere new, see some new places, try and get some new missions from my Adventurers Guild, you know.
I've heard such good things about them.
Yeah, I mean, where we're coming from, it was a decent place, a bit small, so try somewhere new, you know. What's the point of being an adventure and yet tied down to one place?
Oh, I completely agree. That is why I am on my own. My father likes to stay in one place. My brother likes to stay in just one continent months at a time. But to me, I like to explore.
How long have you been away from your family?
About 2 months. Well, my brother, that is. My father is currently in. He's currently still in Vutrex. He doesn't want to leave the city he lives in. He has good connections. My brother, as I told you, is in Alsam Quay, and we are going to get an airship from Alsam Quay to Bethan Quay, and then we are going to then get an airship from Bethan Quay to Arias.
So I thought you said you were meeting both your father and your brother and...
No. I'm meeting my brother for business for my father, and then we are going to go to Arias to pick up a few things for the family, and then we'll be heading back to Vutrex for my father. And I would say, Roscoe, being a beast folk type of humanoid, Vutrex would be your home of origin, your birthplace. Is the continent you were birthed from and grew up in.
Yes.
I would say that you would know it's mostly beast folk that live there. Tieflings, they don't originate from there, but there's a heavy presence of tieflings in that continent. So it's not rare to see tieflings around.
Are you saying tieflings?
Tieflings. They look like basically devilish humanoids. Like they've got horns protruding from their head, rough skin. Well, not rough skin. Mostly male that have rough skins, but
What's the country called?
Vutrex. It's in. If you look on the Discord underneath Nomos Law, there is the Vutrex that I've put in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I made it so that's the continent like beast folk were from, like tabaxis and like other beast folk like rabbit humanoids, like turtles and stuff like that. Just like beast humanoids.
Yes, I don't know Vutrex. I do not like it.
No, me neither. There was a rampant crime syndicate happening across the land, and I didn't want to get into any bother, so I had to leave.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know about this syndicate. It's trouble.
Oh, you've heard about the Nightwell?
Mm-hmm.
And I would say when she says that, you know, the memory just clicks from your past. The Nightwell is basically the main crime syndicate that is rampant across Vutrex. Is from your past, you know, there's big organizations in every single city.
Yes, I know about the Nightwell. I fucking hate them.
Yes, I'm not a big fan of them myself. A bunch of ruffians who don't want to make an honest living.
I do not wish to speak about this.
It's fine. I don't either. So, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, or if anyone wants to talk to anyone, we can spend the rest of the day traveling until you hit nightfall again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So again, 8 hours goes long just traveling away. With those rolls, I would say it's enough. Ariana's does struggle a bit along the paths, but you get to the point where it's just this one road that just heads northward bound, and you're able to follow it. And comes to dusk, sun's starting to set, and it's a bit cloudy, so it might start to rain. And I would say you would find a nice little spot to camp in, and I'm going to leave us on this map because it just makes sense. You set up camp, and it's now night time. Sitting around the campfire.
Right.
I'm gonna.
I'll take the first watch this time, friends.
I can assist if you like.
Sure.
And anybody else, or stay in? Who's in the second watch, or?
I'll take the last watch. Don't worry.
Okay. Right
We're
then.
gonna get some rest.
So everyone goes to their respective beds. Billy finds he uses his great axe to chop up some of the ground as he attacks it, and then he flattens the dirt as it was a bit harder around this area. But he makes a nice little soft dirt bed for himself, and he lays down in it, falls asleep. Everyone else is currently in the tents. But yeah, Ross gonna make a perception check with advantage.
Oh, I want to say though, I'm going to keep my ear out. So I appear I've gone to bed.
God.
I want to keep. I've not fallen asleep yet.
If you do that, you actually don't really matter if you have a long rest or not because you've got your spells. But if you don't go to sleep, you will gain a level of exhaustion.
It's only like a couple of hours is all. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure nothing's going to happen.
That's fine. No, nothing really happens. Brenda is she just sits around the campfire, just reading a book. That's about it. She helps keep lookout with Roscoe, and then eventually you fall to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, let me see if I've got any character things for this. I probably don't, but
Second, Path Badger appears.
Watch out for the hell cow.
What?
There is no cow level.
So I would say, as everyone's fallen to sleep, Roscoe, with those rolls, you don't really notice, but a group of dwarven men in armor start to approach. It's going to be a bit scuffed because they're all going to basically be the same.
Noise the midgets.
Oh, they're so tiny.
Yeah, these are like from another campaign that I did. But these 4 dwarven men on horseback, at the point you hear the trotting, they are pretty much up close and personal with your camp. And one of them will get off the horse and say, "Oh, what is happening over here?"
We are mere travelers.
Right. Well, we are We are the gods of this, of these lands. I would like to ask why you are currently camping around here. What is your purpose to be in these areas?
Wait, what was the town called again? I keep forgetting.
Alsumquay.
Alsumquay.
Okay, we're making our way to Alsumquay. We're just resting for the night.
Right. Any purpose to go to Alsumquay?
Well, we were sent by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, do you have the plaque required?
Yes, and I showed him the thingy.
Right. Okay. Well, this I would have to ask if I can just take a look inside of the back of the wagon just to make sure you are not just trying to smuggle smuggle anything into Alsumquay.
See if they're lying.
What did you say? Sorry.
Can I see if they're lying about being the protectors?
You can make an insight check. You get the feeling these are they are not lying at all. These are the guards currently on patrol in the area to look out for smugglers trying to break anything into cities.
Well,
Just
sure,
before,
why
do
not? What?
do we know what we're delivering?
A package. You don't know what it is.
Right.
Who
Okay.
has the package currently?
It's in the
Alice.
wagon. Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Alice has it in. Well, the bags you have would be on the wagon, but it is in Alice's possession.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought I was supposed to put it up my rectum area. Was I not supposed to do that?
No,
can-
you're definitely meant to do that.
Oh wait, no, that was a pencil. Never mind.
You can sure try. But yeah, at this point, all the rest of the guards hop off their horses, and they're just standing around. They don't look like they're a threat, but so may I inspect the back of your wagon, please?
Yes, but be careful. There might be a raccoon.
Ah, so don't worry.
He's no harm.
Is he trained?
Well,
Would he attack me if I approach?
nah, you're fine.
Right. And then he'll waltz on up. He'll open the back flaps of the wagon. Just take a look. And then you would see him casting a spell. And then you would see this faint blue energy coming from his eyes. Right, it is all clear, boys. Let us be on our way. Thank you, Mr. Tabaxi Man. What is your name?
My name's Roscoe. I'm Bandit. That's my little man raccoon.
Right. No problem. Nice to meet you. Good luck, and be careful on these roads. It is dangerous.
Thank you. You as well.
And then he'll head off. They'll get on their horse and then go the way you lot came from, on their horses. And then your first half of the night, your first part of the watch is done. You would see at this point Brenda is basically trying to keep herself awake, but her eyes are just like heavily drooping.
Brenda, please go to sleep if you have to sleep. Jesus Christ.
That's alright, I just wanted to help.
You're fine. I
Thank
was
you.
a bandit.
And she'll go over here and again fold up her jacket, put it underneath, and use it as a pillow, and she will go to sleep. So your first part of the watch is done. It's now time for Billy, who is currently asleep.
Billy, wake the fuck up.
Hey.
It's your turn, yes?
Yeah.
Right, well, be careful, because there's a group of dwarves that came by. Apparently they're guardians of the whatever.
Okay.
I don't know, they were okay, they're no harm.
Well, let's see if they have a drink next time.
So, Roscoe heads. To be fair, you could sleep in the wagon if you would like to.
Yeah, I'll just sleep next to the wagon.
Yeah, so you sleep next to the wagon, Bandit curls up next to you, and you're able to go to sleep. Billy, make a perception check.
Nothing.
Not bad, my man.
Hey.
Oh,
Not good enough.
okay. So, Billy, you you are fully focused at this point. You're keeping a heavy lookout. You don't want to be distracted as your previous night, and you would see. Where are they? Hang on. Let me get the artwork for these bad boys.
I swear to God, zombies.
No.
My arch nemesis.
There's 1,
Walk.
2, 3, and then
Tiny.
the leader.
Big
You would see-
fuck off leader.
You would see these 4 goblin folk approaching your camp.
How do you do? Wait. What
So-
are they?
I would also say with that perception, you would hear one of the lackeys like, "Come on, let's get them while they're asleep," and the other one's like, "No, we gotta wait for they're all asleep. Can't you see the one he's cooking something?" And then you hear like one of them go, "Oh shit!" and you see him reach down, grab his sword, and the chief's like, "Stop! Just please. I know that you're not experienced, but come on." And then they will very unprofessionally approach you directly. The chief would get to about here. This one would go like that. This one would go like there. And you hear they're not being stealthy at all. You can hear them like stomping on the ground. You hear just like coins in their bags just clanging along. You hear one of them is fucking sharpening the knife whilst approaching. So you hear the and you at this point, as they're close enough, you see the one the one that looks like the captain's like pointing at him, and he's like, stop it. And then he would approach you and say, put your hands, give me your money.
Are we being held up by the Three Stooges?
You don't know, you're asleep.
So like, Billy's just like tending to the fire. He's just sort of like, he's just like looking down at the fire. His eyes just raise up, and he's like, "No."
And then you would see the one on to the left of him go up and say, he said no. What are we supposed to do? And he's like, I don't know. I mean, we could try again. Right. Come close. Everyone come close so we can try scare him a bit more, and they'll all come up closer. Give us your money. Give us. As he holds this not rusted, but like this worn out dagger. It looks worse for wear, and he's just pointing it towards you. You see his hands shaking a bit as he's pointing it up towards.
Is this waking us up with all this noise?
No, it's just
No.
So Billy sort of just stands up, just like cracks his back, just like.
So tell me, I got one question, and I'll give you all of my money. If you'll answer one question.
Yes.
What do you taste like?
And they all kind of huddle together. Have any of you ate your brothers? Anyone ate? No, we've only ate human. What are they? And then the chief grabs grabs one of his lackey's arms and just takes a bite from his arm. When you hear this,
which he's trying to be quiet about it, but he probably wakes up Bomber and just Bomber at the moment. Wakes him up with this like trying to be quiet scream, and the chief, he starts to chew it. He's like, not great.
Not great.
No.
What's going on off out here then?
And then you see the one who's had his arm bit, like a chunk of his arm bitten off. Bomber, as you wake up, he's like, there's a big one. And you see they're starting to be a bit like standing back.
So how about this? You drop everything you own right here. You scamper off, and I don't eat every single one of you.
Do I notice the bite? Do I notice the bite in the arm?
Yeah,
Yes.
he just said that.
Yes, you have dark vision. You see there's this blood oozing from his arm. And Billy, make an intimidation check with advantage,
Yeah.
Billy,
as
did you bite?
they are scared.
Oh,
Nobody's about to.
So with that, you would see these three at the back. They drop their weapons and just run. And they just
Fuck
completely
this.
they're just gone, completely gone. The only one standing still is the guy who's leading, and he turns around like no, he stands there actually, and he's like, me and my boys won't be scared. And he looks around.
just go.
Shit. And then he drops his dagger, and he's like, sorry. I maybe next time I'll get them all. It's my first time. I'm sorry. He's putting his hands up in the air.
Better luck next time. Bye bye.
And he would say, he's still got his hands up. He's like, can I have your gold,
No,
please?
you're not very good at this, are you?
Billy,
No.
did you bite one of them?
No. Bumper. You bit one of the others.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and at this point, you look at the last goblin standing, and you just see this like blood oozing from his mouth as he's like kind of picking the bits of flesh from his teeth.
It bit him.
What? Oh, I'm shocked for words. Was he trying to rob us?
Trying, sort of. He asked me for his gold 3 times.
So when you get close, he picks up the dagger, and he's like he he looks at you, and he looks at Billy. He's like eyeing up who's bigger, and he because obviously you're a fat dwarf, and Billy's just a muscular dwarf. He darts towards Billy, and he gets close to the fire. Doesn't see this log.
Can I trip him up?
You can indeed. So he goes to run past you, and you just put your foot out, completely trips, and just face plants, and then just does a little slide across, and then he's just like laying on the floor in front of Billy, and he's like, he kind of gives like this toothy smile, and with the teeth, you see they're all crooked. It's just like all like blackened teeth, like a crack addict in the UK asking for money, and you just see these awful teeth, and he's just giving like a like forcing this smile, like just trying to like look innocent basically, and he's let go of the dagger at this point.
Hey, Bob. I say we give him just 1 gold. Just cause.
I think we kind of need to do it out of sympathy at this point.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I know you're a bit strapped for cash in a minute here. Take 1 gold, right, and find a new profession.
He grabs the gold, and he's like, I did it. And he starts running away, and I think he gets to about here, and you both would hear him say, I'm gonna tell my friends I killed them all, and he just runs. He's gone. He just fucking off into the darkness, and he runs off to his group.
Little bastard.
We'll kill him later.
Goblins.
Absolute little bastard. Well, I'm up now. I might as well, stay watch with you.
Oh, brother. I tell you what, I feel like we've seen some stuff on this adventure so far. But that...
But I don't know whether to be amazed or... I don't know whether to be amazed, if I'm being honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I liked the big one. He had a lot of guffaw. I mean, with that little rusty nail he was carrying.
You probably didn't buy him. You didn't buy him.
I didn't.
Billy.
However, I cannot promise that I wasn't gonna at least eat one of them.
Have you had goblin before?
No. It's one of the few things I haven't eaten.
Is it a delicacy?
No, we don't get many goblins. It's mostly been animals. Big, small, but no goblins. A few humans at one time, but
fair enough.
But I wonder what a goblin tastes like. Like some sort of lizard or crocodile.
I can't imagine it being too nice.
I don't know. Fry it up. A couple of potatoes.
Might be tainted meat, in all honesty.
So what about you, brother? What's the finest food you've eaten?
Well, back in my church, we used to have a splendid cook. Would often fry chicken. Chicken's really nice fried. It's really weird. Using oils of all things.
Oils?
Yeah, it's quite weird. I've never seen it anywhere else.
Okay. So what? You put it on, like you cover it in oil and you
No, it's magic. He just heats
set it
the
on
oil
fire.
up and then puts the chicken in.
Oh. Sounds strange, I guess.
Oh,
Oil.
You cannot beat it though. It's very weird.
What, like for torches?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stick with the goblin myself.
Can't blame you. Easy to get hold of goblin.
So, brother, I've been meaning to ask you. What's your goal in all of this?
My goal?
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, it's just to find the best food so I can raise my achievement in my hierarchy. Basically, it's just social politics, you know.
Yeah. Social politics.
Yeah.
What is that? Social
Oh, right.
politics?
Politics. So it's how would I explain it? So my church has many priests and clerics and paladins, and we have like an order of who's like the big boss.
Yeah.
People like to get close to the big boss because he has many different good things about him. The Temple Elite, like they're best fighters and most closest people to our gods. They're very, very, very small in circle, so I'm trying to find the best food, the best drink, just so I can get into the high society. I don't like living rough, but hey, we've got to do what we've got to do.
I say you live outside. All that stone. Bad for your back.
Aye, true. That's why I have a mattress with duck feathers in.
Duck feathers.
Aye.
Just cut a bit of grass. Just dig a little bit of ground, soften it up, make it soil.
Yes, but you remember, I like the high exotic life.
You like the pansy life, that's what it is.
Pansy? Wow, that's just rude.
Anyway.
Oh, bless you.
Sorry. Anyway. Sun should be rising in the next few hours. Hopefully. Nothing else runs our way.
I mean, I hope not. I'm tired of it. Like, what? Where did that go? Are you sure you didn't bite him?
I'm sure I didn't bite the goblin. I was gonna eat one, but that's only if they was gonna fight. Hopefully. I can't say that I wasn't gonna eat it, but it didn't get close enough.
You can make an insight check if you don't believe him.
No, I don't. I don't. The mouth was a bit small. But just do me, just pull me a smile. I know you're missing a few teeth, right? But just because of that bite mark, I want to make sure it's not the same bite mark.
Can I roll for teeth?
Sure.
Oh, what role would that be?
I don't know what you're trying to figure out.
How many teeth?
Persuasion? Because you're trying to persuade him that you didn't bite him.
Roll it like 32.
So you're trying to figure out if the bite mark in that arm was the same as Billy's mouth.
Yeah. But to do it, you know, we're seeing how many teeth Billy has.
I'll roll a
Keep joking around,
Make an intelligence check then, I guess.
The
So-
bite's 82.
An intelligence check, yeah?
No, Sam's doing
No,
it.
Sam.
Sam has to do it. If
16.
he's got the right amount of teeth he should have.
How many is that?
The right amount he should have.
Okay.
I rolled teeth.
I believe
He
you.
didn't bite him.
You didn't bite him. I'm
I
proud of
didn't
you.
eat him, I swear.
You see all 32 teeth in his mouth.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you, Billy. You know, you didn't bite him.
I didn't eat him.
Yeah. Next, we're gonna learn to say please and thank yous.
No.
One day you'll learn. One day.
So, the night is coming to dawn as you slowly see the sun rising, breaking through above the mountains. And it is now morning, and your night is complete.
Yeah. No more sleepy times.
No more.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Anything else weird happen while I was asleep?
Billy did not bite a goblin.
Wait, what?
To say robbed is not the right word, but some goblins tried to rob us. Sort of. I mean, You walked up, asked for gold. I said I was gonna eat them.
Of course you did. But,
You just asked for it.
Yeah, just... Can I have gold? I said no. He said, can I have gold? I said no.
Wait, did I hear that right? About you didn't eat a goblin?
I didn't eat the goblin.
Wait, so when did the whole idea of eating goblin come into?
I asked them how... I asked them how goblin tasted. And the big one, he bit the other.
His own man? What?
I can confirm this story.
He just... They had a little chat about it. And then just took a big old chunk out of him.
Just so nonchalantly.
Yeah, just... Nice little chunk out of him.
He must have been desperate for gold then.
And he's just... And I said to him that I was gonna eat him, and his friends ran away. And then
fucking weird.
Bobman tripped him up. And you know, the night, it was kind of boring. So we gave him a gold for the entertainment.
So
Honestly.
you actually ended up paying him anyway.
Oh yeah, Bobman gave him a gold. It was a little bit of fun for the night.
I don't think I have anything I can say to that.
I think what
That
you're
sounds like-
saying is good boy Billy. He didn't bite the goblin.
I didn't eat the goblin. That's what's unfortunate. I mean, that's what's good.
I'm not concerned you'd want to eat a goblin. Have you seen them? They're stinky, unwashed. Man, you'd probably get so many diseases just from eating one.
Billy, you swear you didn't bite this goblin?
For fuck's sake.
For the last time.
I think we should get him a tetanus shot.
I mean, you can
I
run
mean,
for
we should
insight.
definitely do that, regardless.
You can roll an insight if you don't believe him. just saying.
Roll for you, little bitch.
I mean, if anyone could do it, if they like.
If you think it's so.
If you think he's a bit of goblin.
He's not lying.
Yeah, you know, you just like asking him throughout the night, you now come to the realization. Yeah, he's probably not.
You don't scare me like that, Billy.
You can tell him. You know, he kind of wants to try it, but he didn't eat he didn't bite the one last night.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it's not yet.
I'm not
Okay.
saying that I'm not going to start eating corpses. Just saying.
Shall we pack up and get going again?
So I think this will be a good idea.
Yeah, let's
Weird.
move away before Billy decides he actually does want to bite the goblin.
As long as he doesn't eat me, it's fine.
I wouldn't eat you guys. You probably taste terrible.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
No, actually, yeah. Thanks for not, you know.
Too much soap. Too much soap.
Brenda would also chirp in there and say, "Thank you for not eating me when we first met as well."
Yeah, I don't know what you are.
Oh, I am a tiefling.
You're a tiefling.
Yes.
Teething?
No, that was years ago.
So, question.
Yes.
Was your mother a deer?
Oh my god.
No, she
Oh,
was
no.
also a tiefling.
So,
Please, I apologize for my brother. He is literally as dumb as a rock.
Oh,
What?
it is fine.
what's with the horns and the hooves?
Hey, what's up with the heaves?
Come on, Billy. Before you start saying something you're probably gonna regret. And I'm just gonna like drag him towards the front of the wagon.
You do you not know? Okay.
Nah. Somehow, I don't think my brother knows anything.
It is fine.
Everyone's dragging me away. I'm just like, I haven't.
Seen one of them before.
You saw her yesterday, but come on.
I want to know what it is.
What it is going.
Shall we be on our way then?
Oh,
Let's
Roscoe's gotta
Yeah.
go.
He's got the vamos.
Yeah, no worries then. See you later, Roscoe.
I'm still there. I'm here for like 10 minutes or something.
Fair enough.
I know.
So, everyone gets in the wagon. Does anyone want to take over Ariana as navigator?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Cool.
Okay.
So, make a perception check, and then Billy make a dex check with proficiency bonus.
Oh, that's not so good. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh.
Alright, we are never driving a vehicle again together.
No, it just never goes well.
I keep forgetting. I should have put guy. Oh, never mind.
So, along the way, the road starts splitting up into other paths. Bronwyn not fully focusing on which one was the main road. Takes you off course a bit. Adds a couple more hours onto your journey. And Billy handling the vehicle, it's not great. It's at this point it's the roughest it's been. You're hearing the cracks from all the wheels in the back just hitting large stones and going through the wrong path. You kind of go over, you come off the road basically, which just comes into an empty field, and just hitting the ditches in the fields. It's just putting wear onto the wagon. Probably about three hours into traveling the wrong way, you're able to get back on track. And I would say at this point, as it is still mostly like plains, it starts to fall into rolling hills, and you start seeing more and more people coming along the way. You probably stop and ask for like, are we following the right path? They put you on the right path, and you, after the 8 hours of travel, you're only at this point a few more hours away from Alsum Quay. You can keep going if you'd like, but then I would ask people to make Constitution saving throws to see if they get a level of exhaustion.
I'd say push on if we're only a few hours away.
Yeah.
You're probably about 2.5 hours away. At this point, you see heavy traffic coming from the way that you should be heading. You see more of those guards. Well, Roscoe sees more of these men in this armor that he saw standing around on patrol. You see a few watchtowers along the way, a few guard posts, and then some of them patrolling up and down, stopping people.
These are the same guards that were with me last night.
Yes, they would be, yes. So if the plan is to just carry on, I would like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Yes. Just to see if you get a level of exhaustion.
Oh,
Alice is fine.
Oh fuck.
Ariana, you gain a level. Roscoe, you gain a level. Bomber and Bronwyn are fine. So Ariana and Roscoe receive a level of exhaustion as the last
You'll
few
put that-
hours. I don't know where to put it. It's somewhere on conditions. But I'm pretty
Oh,
sure you
there,
just have a disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
But you get up, and then you see the wall. No, you don't see walls. I don't think there's any walls. But you get up closer, and you start to see buildings getting bigger and bigger as you slowly approach Alsum Quay. And I would say at this point, you lot would arrive probably around the south western area down here of Alsum Quay. You are now basically on the very outskirts of the city. And at the moment, you are probably in. You're definitely in a queue for people that are being stopped and then asked why they're here. Basically,
It's definitely a lot smaller than Octaquay.
yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, we're slowing down. Does that mean we're approaching?
Yes, you're basically on. You can see the city at this point.
Okay.
You are very close. You're at a guard post, and they're moving people along, searching their wagons and carriages, searching their person if they're just on horse. You see a few people flashing what looks like to be a small plaque, and then being let on through. And it comes to you guys, and you are surrounded by a few dwarven men as you are in a bigger carriage, and they will say to you, what is your business in Alsum Quay?
Broken Fingers, working a delivery case for the Adventurer Guild.
If you have broken fingers, you might want to go to a priest at the chapel on a delivery job, though you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is the delivery for?
Any nudges Bronwyn?
It is for of utmost importance for the leader of the town.
Ah, yes. And as he sees your
Let's
head
go
pop
that.
out as you start saying that from underneath the cloth of the wagon, he's like, right, Adventurers Guild, I would assume.
Yes.
Indeed.
Do you have the planks?
Yep.
Yes.
Aye.
Right, and I would assume everyone shows their plaques off.
Yeah.
Right, if you would just go that way, and he waves his hand to the right, the stable is down there. The person you are here to meet is actually at the stables at the moment.
Fortuitous.
Cool. So I'd say you head on to the stables, and Billy and Bronwyn make a perception check as you are basically outside the wagon.
Perception.
I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, man,
Okay,
no worries.
okay.
Well, dude. Well,
Night.
we don't see shit.
So you see a few humanoid figures in like out in the pens of them. You pull up alongside this gnomish woman. She's like, "Ah, yes, you here to deliver the wagon?"
Yes. Yes, we are.
Not the wagon.
Well, we're delivering it to them.
I thought it was a parcel or something that Alice.
We've got a parcel, but we deliver the wagon to them, and they.
Yes, don't worry. We only deal with the wagon. Whatever your other business is, the gods have let you through. So I don't care about your parcel. I just want to make sure the wagon is fine. And at this point, being so as small as she is, she looks at the wheels and she's a bit like,
Yeah, no, we had some troubles with the wheels.
Don't worry, we will get it fixed. Right. Who is it? Who is the parcel for? And I would say her like basically clambering on top, just inspecting the reins for the horses. You would see this golden plaque that's wrapped around her neck on a little piece of string, which to you guys would notice that it's the same mark as the Adventurers Guild, but in golden instead of iron like the rest of you.
Oh, got a fancy plaque. It is for Ariana.
I wasn't there, so all I know is that it's from Thalgod.
They would have
Thalgod.
told you who's it for.
Yeah, I've completely forgot.
You would remember it's for the Lord of the land, the Lord of Alsam Quay, basically.
Yeah. It's Lord. That's all I can really say at the moment.
Right. And then she will hop down, go into the stables, like into the building, not the actual stables, but like a building. And then throughout this door, you see this tall, beautiful woman with golden skin, long, luscious, blonde hair. And like it looks like she has a sparkle behind her as she's walking towards you. And you see the gnomish woman walking alongside her, and you hear her say, "These are they're delivering something for you. I'm assuming they are here to deliver the package." It's like,
Alice?
yes.
You best get that package ready.
Got it.
And she gets up close, and you see she's about a 6 foot, elven woman, with this like perfect, like when you get up close, it's like this perfect skin, and you can smell as she comes up alongside of you. She smells just of flowers, and just an amazing smell just overwhelms you as she walks on past.
Has to be an elf.
Lovely. Is that what you're gonna say? I'll see you an elf.
What's your tone with me, boy? Yes, I am an elf.
Forgive
Not
me.
good
Oh god.
experience with elves. You know, when you get tried to kill by multiple elves.
Well, maybe you said something wrong. But forgive me. I don't know why, but I assumed it was a male who was the lord of the land and not a female.
Why would you assume that?
Lord, not lady.
Yeah. Is she lordess or?
No, it's just a
Lady?
title that they put upon us. I hate it. I don't like the word lord. And next time, don't assume it's a male. It's just a title.
That's why I did say forgive me, but yeah. With my ignorance, I'm sorry.
It is fine. Anyway,
We will give her 50 lashings after you leave. Sorry.
I would rather you didn't.
Don't mind them. They're
I
a
will
bit
give myself 10
characteristic.
lashings.
Right.
All right. So I have a box for you, madam.
Thank
Lord.
you.
There you are.
Thank you. My name is Lyra. Don't call me Lord, please. I hate the word.
Your name is Liar?
Lyra.
Lydra.
Would you like me to spell it out for you, darling?
We are going to get killed.
Wait, was that Lydra or Hydra?
Lyra.
Would you like me to spell it out for you, boys?
Yes.
Oh, we understand. No, Billy, no. No.
She will come over to you, Billy, and like she will put a hand on your shoulder and be like, "No worries. It is Lyra. That is how you spell my name, Lyra."
Yeah.
Thank you.
You all need like some kind of hearing
What?
special thing.
Couldn't hear you.
Who
Did you
said
say?
that?
Haha.
All right.
Right.
Anything else
if
you
you
need
would-
from us, Liar?
Yes, I would like you to follow me, and if you watch your tone, boy, I'm getting a bit fed up with your attitude.
Alright, lads, let's behave, man. We're getting here, remember.
You lead the way.
Right. And she will walk you all through the city. Everyone make a perception check as you're walking through the city. You see basically what you see walking through is you see just loads of different types of races. Like you see beast folk, you see elves, you actually see the minotaurs from your previous adventures through Octaquay. You see gnomes, you see dwarves, you see humans, tieflings. Perception check. Anyone that rolled higher than a 10 would notice a lot of people in this city have the plaques either stitched onto their armor or around their neck as a necklace, or someone's flashing it to a vendor as they are buying something. You see all different kinds of them. You see gold, you see silver, you see a few irons of this band of mixed match humans and elves. You see this one. If anyone rolled higher than a 17, you would see a tall, probably about 8-foot man in this heavy armor, and you see around, like at the neck, you see this platinum plaque, and he's on his own, and he's just walking through the city. And when he's walking through, everyone moves out of the way as he passes by.
I give a slight nod to Billy, like, look over there, you know.
Look at that.
Bit funny one.
Fancy.
And she'll walk you on through. You walk through the town center, which is around here, all the way to these beautiful gardens full of flower patches, and just like perfectly cut grass. She'll walk you up here towards the citadel, and she will turn around to you. This is the home of the Adventurers Guild in Alsumquay. I would assume you have dealt with these doors before. And she'll turn around, point at the two giant doors on the building.
Billy,
It's basically
No.
like a church building that has been converted into a building for the Adventurers Guild.
If it's a church building.
Let's roll for it, baby.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
You stop pushing the doors really hard, and these ones don't move like the last ones. And I would say everyone around, standing around Lyra, would hear her kind of chuckle. Would you like some help, dear?
Oh, I'm gonna cast guidance on him. So, wait, is it still Billy doing it, or is it someone else doing it?
Billy can do it again if he wants.
Oh, I thought the chick was asking me.
She did ask if you want any help, but Ariana said she would cast guidance on you.
Oh, yeah. Go again.
So when you roll it again, you get to add, you need to roll a d4 as well, and then add the number to it.
Oh, okay. So, 11, 13.
So then add a d4. So you failed again.
Yeah.
You're pushing, you're really heavily pushing, and even with the guidance, it's just a big struggle. And Lyra starts to like cackle up. She's like, she's like basically laughing. Would you like me to explain these doors? I'm assuming you are just too used to the ones from Octaquay.
Aye.
If you would, milady.
Right. These ones are a bit different. I didn't like the use of brute force to open doors. So all you need to do, and she puts her hand up to the door, and you see her close her eyes for a second. And
Simple, isn't it? It's
anyone who's used to magic would realize that all she's doing is just channeling her magic whilst putting her hand on the door, and then with just a single hand, she just opens it very delicately, and the door just slowly opens up for her.
I thought she was just gonna go. sherbet lemon, like in Harry Potter.
And she will say to you, if any of you can use magic, all you need to do is just infuse your magic into opening the door, and that is it. And then in metagame wise, it's just Arcana checks to open the door.
Okay.
It's not; these ones aren't strength based. These ones are magical.
Oh, nice.
I thought it was going to be something like, with it being converted from a church into the thing, you would have to have like religion or something.
No. With if you ask that, she would say, no. There is all types of people who worship all different types of gods. There's no point making one of the gods the only way to open the door. That is just singling out people, and I don't like that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right, if everyone would follow me, and when you enter through the doors, you've got the similar vibe as the other one. You've got a reception desk, and you have an elven boy. It looks quite young for an elf. He's probably early 20s, so he's only just coming into age as an elf. And he gives her a nod, and you walk on through. You've got like tables to the left, a little few rooms to the right. It's not as big as the one in Octaquay, and she'll walk you up this grand staircase, and she'll say to you, "Please be careful where you put your feet. This is also my house, so I would rather not have to get to the place mucky."
Okay.
Billy, you need to go have a wash. With all that, no, he's been sleeping on the ground, so he's going to be mucky.
He wipes himself off in the morning, probably.
I dust myself off
Yeah.
sometimes.
So you head on up the grand staircase. You take a left. Yeah, you pass through a few doors, and then she'll open another door. She'll unlock it unlock a door, and then open it up. And she'll hold the door open for everyone, and you all enter, and you've got this meeting room, like this long table with seats alongside of it, probably like 5 seats on each side, and 2 at the head of the table. When you all come in, she'll close the door, and she'll cast a spell on the door, head up to the head of the table, and sit in this grand seat of red leather, and these high armrests, and she will sit and lean back, put one leg over the other, and she will say, "So, what are you delivering for me?"
It'll be this package.
Alice?
It's from Thalgod. I'm assuming you know. Maybe
Of course. Little rambunctious dwarven man.
he never told us. Well, he never told them because they got the parcel, but he never told us what it was.
Of course.
Just to deliver it.
Why would he?
But
Could you not,
packaging.
could you not tell about the enchantment on the package? Why would he tell you what's inside of it?
Wait, it's enchanted?
Yeah, have none of you... None? And she starts like, kind of like chuckling into her hand. Right. That's a
Well, we had no
surprise.
reason. We had no reason to
No,
think
no,
it was
no,
suspicious
no.
or anything.
No, that's fine. I'm impressed, to say the least. Most people would be curious and try to open it.
No, we just simply have a job to do.
I like you lot. Simple.
Curiosity killed my cat once.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like me to summon one for you to play with?
No, I swore off pussy after that.
Oh god!
Sorry, I had to.
Terrible.
She looks a bit like taken back, and she like you see in her face like, you said this in front of the Lord, and well, she looks like, thank God I'm tired of these. Like in her face, you can tell she's like, I like these lot. I'm kind of tired of these stick up bum sniffers, fucking lick asses who just always here for just to get a higher up in their line of work.
My lady, I'm so sorry about this.
No. This is perfectly fine. Anyway, care to stay with me as I open this package?
Yes, if you.
As long as it's not
want
cursed,
to.
let's do it.
Well, we will have to see, shall we? And she will put it down in front of her, and she'll start casting this spell. Bronwen, being, as far as I'm aware, the only person who's used this spell, you recognize this spell as Dispel Magic, as she casts it on this package. And you see a faint bit of energy, like magic, disperse from the package. She's like, right, I'm going to be careful now. It could be further trapped. Are you all okay to risk your lives?
Why not?
Yeah, we've done it a few times already.
Part of being an adventure guild.
Yes, young lady.
Sorry, trying to remember back. My friend Bomber. Was it you that disabled those traps? Or detected them traps? I can't remember who did it.
Around the big portal thing. It was me.
Yeah. Was it you that also detected the traps?
Yes.
I mean, you could see if there's anything else if you want, or risk it.
Let's
Good
just
idea.
open it up.
Magic.
Yeah, you cast Detect Magic, and what you would see, actually, you see this glow of unknown magic to you coming from inside this box. And she looks at you, and you look at her, and there is just you can just see the aura from this woman is immense. It's like on comparison to the bigger portal that you've seen, not necrotic and like magic, but just the magical energy that's just like flowing through her. Like the intensity of seeing it is the exact same, and you're taken a bit back with just how much is pouring through her.
Bloody hells.
And she looks at you and she says, detect magic, I see. I can see it in your eyes.
I'm going to cancel him. Like, I don't think I can see anything out of my eyes now.
Yeah, you are a bit blinded as it is. It was bright magical energy, and you have to rub your eyes a bit. And she's like, right, let's open it, shall we? And she'll rip open the packaging around it, and then you see this box. Looks like a dull kind of just brown box. And she looks at all of you. Anyone want to open it?
No, thank you.
What,
No
Billy?
takers? Billy?
I'll open it. Let's go.
Billy, come sit next to me. And she will like basically nudge over in her seat and tap like the arm for you to sit on the arm of the chair.
And he just sort of like shuffles over and like flunks down beside her.
And when you get close, obviously you've got this beautiful smell just coming from this woman. You're a bit taken back with how good looking she is.
I'm imagining she's a bit like, is it Galadriel? In Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings?
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Gimli and Galadriel as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, she slides it over the table to Billy, puts her hands together. Well, be my guest.
And then he sort of just like straight up just opens it up.
Mm-hmm. When you open it up, a little puff of powder comes out, and she looks a bit nervous, but then she realizes what it is. It was just a bunch of dust that just popped out as it hadn't been opened in a while, and she's like, "Oh, interesting." And inside there's a letter, a little note that was left for her, and she will open it up and read it, and then she'll close it, and she's like, "Right, there should have been another small message with this. Does anyone have it?" As when you got the contract, you had two. You had a small one for the Lord of the Land, or Lyra, as you know her now, and you had the one to collect the wagon at the stables.
Alice, I think you should have that. We've just put them together.
Actually, I think Roscoe had it. Yeah, Roscoe had it. Alice had the package. Roscoe had the notes. So I would say Roscoe at this point would be like, "Oh yes, I have it," and hand it over. She opens it up. She reads it, and everyone make a perception check, other than Billy, as you are currently in awe of this woman who's you're sitting next to.
Damn, she purred.
So Alice and Ariana, when she reads this letter, you see just this, her face drop from this smiling, beautiful woman. Her face is now, she looks worried. You see her mood shift, and the energy in the room just completely has moved.
Are you alright, my lady?
No, not really. Have you not come across any black portals along your travels?
Yes, too.
How much do you know about these portals?
Not
Bad
much.
news and the necrotic.
Yeah, that's all we can tell you, really. So the area's barren of life, and it's just necrotic. The portals that we noticed, that we saw, tend to have like patchwork creatures coming out of them.
So, I will say to you all, how much do you know about Awesome Quay? Do you know why we are so small, and why there are plenty of adventurers in this city?
No.
Yeah.
So, everyone gets comfortable, and she'll stand up, and she says, "Billy, you can take a seat on my chair if you like."
He just like shuffles over.
Dawn's getting 3 hairs.
You sit on it. For you, this is the most comfortable seat you've ever sat on in your life. The cushioning on your back and on your arse is just perfect. Like it feels like it's molded to you to have just a comfortable sit. And she will stand up, and then she will go get a book, and she will tell you, right. So Awesome Quay was a city given to us by the Queen of Urath. About 700-800 years ago, a dragon was tormenting the early civilizations of Betham Quay, and a few adventurers were able to banish it into a realm. They call this realm the Forgotten Realm, and they use this relic, this crown of mortality, and upon that crown were these runes. And if you look inside the box, one of those is a rune, and you would all see she would go to the wall and then just open up this safe, and she'll get another box out, open it up. This is another one. There are 5 in total. You only need 1 to open one of these portals, and the fact of there is so many of these portals being open is bad. Personally, I believe the dragon they banished is still alive and roaming the Forgotten Realms, trying to get back. That is the reason for these portals. We have had a few incidents in the city itself of these portals opening, and we are, by the looks of it, Thalgod is worried a cult or a group of people are trying to open this realm to bring the dragon back.
That is why there has been so many issues. He probably sent this relic here for me to keep safe, as I've had this one for a few hundred years now in my possession. So that is what is happening around this continent.
Right, so you only need one to open the portals. Do you need all 5 to open a portal large enough for the dragon?
Correct.
Right.
With all 5, you can create a gargantuan portal, releasing who knows what into the world, into our realm again. The dragon was called Dragotha, and he was a dangerous red dragon back when he was banished, and knowing about the Forgotten Realm, he's probably turned maybe undead dragon at this point. I am worried about our land.
Why was he banished but not killed?
They couldn't kill him. Hundreds upon hundreds of adventurers tried. So many lost their lives.
And now he might be undead.
That is the concern. A lot of the kings don't believe. They assume he is dead and gone for good, but a lot of us actual people who adventure the world, seek knowledge, probably understand at this point he's not dead. He's just waiting to come back.
So, do you think he'll come back to Alsum Quay? Is that why there's so many adventurers here?
Probably not Alsum Quay. When he was around, Alsum Quay was not even considered a place. The land was given to the adventurers who banished him as a city-state they can start up. They defended Bethan Quay from this dragon, and well, that is why there are so many adventurers here. I think everyone you meet are either a retired adventurer, wannabe adventurers, or current adventurers, as you may have noticed walking through the streets.
Yes.
So now, I'm just thinking like that. So now I would have had some answers to, well, to what happened. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you at this point with your past, you kind of feel a bit like you're getting closer to what happened. You have more of an understanding of what it was.
But yes, these relics were spread across the world, and there's currently 3 in Uthrath, I would suppose. I would assume that these portals, someone has probably come from another continent and brought one over to start opening portals to cause disruption in all the cities. But never mind that. And she closes the boxes, and she holds them together, puts them in a safe, closes the safe, casts a spell on it, and then puts the painting back over where the safe would have been. And she says, right, anyway, payment. Puts hands together. Has Thalgod promised you anything? A set amount?
Billy. So it was Billy Bronwyn and who
Billy,
else was there?
Bronwen, Alice, and Roscoe were there.
I was fucking plastered.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we were far too long big in his drinks. Me and Billy.
Yeah. Yeah, I
thought
would
you said
say
you weren't plastered, Bronwyn.
he was drunk. He wasn't plastered.
I was I wasn't as far gone as Billy, but I was gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I would say Alice and Roscoe would remember there was no set actual limit to what you were going to be paid.
Guy, the limit.
Right. That bastard always does this. Right. And she'll clap her hands together, and the door that you all entered through will open up, and you will see a half elven woman, probably in like her late 50s. She'll come on in, put down this platter of this silver platter with a casing over it, and she'll lift it up, and there will be 6 hefty pouches there. Don't worry about that. It was a flying broom. Noisy bastards, I tell you. Yes, inside of each of those is 100 gold for each of you. I thought I would get it all prepared so you can take your own pouch.
Also,
And-
I just remembered, did Brenda go on her own way when we got here?
You don't know. You didn't look. No one kept.
No,
an
I'm just
eye
saying
out.
she's not. She's not with us
you.
now.
No,
Yeah,
she's not
okay.
with you.
Okay.
Well, this obviously won't come to bite us in the ass. I am sure.
Yeah.
But Roscoe would send Bandit to grab 1 pouch, and he brings it back to Roscoe. And
I'll pick up another one.
Thank you, my lady.
They call me Lyra.
No, sorry.
I don't like these titles.
I will remember for next time.
Come on, guys, get Liar's name right.
Just quickly search up a spell. uh,
Like a polymorph or something.
So she will walk up behind you, Alice, put her hand on your shoulder, and you'll feel this bubble. You don't see it, but you feel this bubble surrounding you as she has casted silence on you. Just directly on you, so you can no longer speak. All right, I had enough of that. Just take your pouch.
How long will that little bubble last?
Oh, I up to 10 minutes, or if you would like, I can cast it again on him.
Can he breathe through it?
Yes, he just can't make a sound.
Oh, right.
As you see him taking a drink of his water skin, but no sound come from it.
I think we should really get out of your way now.
No
before
problem.
before we go, can I just
Shoot.
ask you a question?
Yes, of course you can. She'll click her fingers, and then the silence spell has dispersed around from you, Alice, so you can now speak.
You guys weren't replying to me. What the hell?
Is there anyone that can possibly guide me in some dreams that I'm having? I just want to know. I want to understand it.
Yes, I could help you if you would like to spend if you would like to spend an evening. We can speak about it.
Please, it's troubling me.
Yes, come find me after you have settled into the city, and we can speak.
Okay.
I will
Thank you,
either be here or at the stables.
Okay. Right then. I will find you later on, and we shall leave you to your business.
No problem. Any other questions from the rest of you? Feel free to ask.
Any good places for food here?
Plenty.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
I believe you've taken up enough of your time, Lyra, and we will be out of your hair.
It's, no problem. And as she sits on the arm of a chair and just like puts her arm on Billy's shoulder. Right, you know your way out. And she'll like gesture towards the door.
I'm just going to turn around and walk out.
I'm gonna hop up from the chair, just sort of like give Lyra a little wink.
Also, before, how much is in these pouches? Or what is
100
in
gold
these
each.
pouches? 100 gold each, okay.
Everyone gets 100 gold in their own individual pouch. And as you give Lyra a little wink, she gives you a little wave, like twinkling her fingers. I'll see you later, Billy.
And to you, Miss Lyra.
Oh my god.
Mr. Serial Girl.
And I would assume everyone heads on back down the grand staircase.
Yeah.
Cool. And then when you get to, you're just about to walk out the reception. The little half elven man says, if you need any quest, you can come here. All right."
Okay, little man. Thank you.
We probably need to actually find somewhere to rest, because I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
It's not a bad chat.
Also, we definitely need to sell these bars. That's my back is starting to hurt.
Yeah, then yeah, we do need to find a bank, don't we?
Will we go to a bank to sell silver?
Or a merchant.
To sell what?
The gold bars.
Oh, yeah.
We've got and silver bars.
Yeah. Should we wait until the morning? Because it's nighttime. I'm assuming it's nighttime, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about night time at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite dim. There is like street lanterns that are hanging on poles to light up the area, so you can see just fine. But it is about evening time at this point.
I mean, we could look to see if there is anywhere open, but we might have a
Yeah.
better look in the morning.
Yeah, morning is probably the best bet.
So, heading to an inn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just one person, make just a quick investigation check, just as you ask around.
Right, I'll do it.
I did it.
Yeah, Aaron did it.
Yeah, right, I was gonna take the first one. No problem at all. You know, you leave through these doors. You infuse your magical energy on the door. Walk outside. You ask a few guards, and then they send you to an inn called the Mug and Toad.
I love it. Right. So they've sent us on our way to there, or we've arrived there.
That's where you have gone to. Yes, you are
Yeah.
currently there. Yeah.
Right then. Shall we make ourselves acquainted and see if they've got any rooms?
I think we should.
In we go then.
So you enter through these not giant doors, but they are quite big. They're probably about 9 foot tall, just so they can fit basically other races in if people come along. And you enter, and it's just noise. There's people sitting everywhere. You have groups of people standing, just everyone talking to each other in their own groups, laughing. You see drinks being thrown around. a couple of people fighting, and then one of the waiters comes up, grabs them both by their collars, and kicks them out through a side entrance. But this place is packed full of people.
Well, this is quite opposite to what where we just were. Huh. I'm gonna let one of you guys go first because I'm a small thing, and I am not being accidentally picked up by someone thinking I'm a stool to be thrown.
Alright, I charge forward.
Yeah, you waltz them through, squeezing through these groups of people, and you trying to get closer to the counter. It's a bit hard, and then you would get up there. You would see a what would be a good race to have? Let's have a quick look. You would see an orcish man behind the counter, big burly muscular man, and then around his wrist, getting up close as he's handing out mugs, you see a golden plaque, Adventurers Guild plaque around his wrist as a bracelet.
Billy?
So, have you got any rooms?
Yes, we have about 2 rooms available at the moment.
Okay. How much for 2 rooms for the night?
We are Adventure Guild members as well. If there's a discount.
Of course, this is the Adventurers Guild's inn. Everyone in here is part of the Adventurers Guild. It is already on discount. Don't worry. It is altogether. It'll be for 2 rooms, 8 gold.
I can. I'll pay for it.
You sure?
Yeah.
I actually have money for once.
Yeah, I know. Shh, don't let Bandit know. 8 gold, you say?
Yes, 8 gold will do.
Okay. There you go.
Right, head up those stairs, and he'll point up to these stairs, and you kind of have to go through the group of people. There's a few people standing at the bottom of the stairs as well. And he says, go up those stairs, 3rd door on the right, 4th door on the left. And he'll hand you over 2 little keys.
Or I'll just thank you kindly.
No problem. And he'll carry on serving other patrons.
Right, lads. Let's get some rest. Ariana, and I hand her on the keys. That's for you.
Thank you.
The rest of us are sleeping together.
Oh, joy. I suppose it's no different than normal.
Aye. I think that's a chuck the key to Bronwyn.
I'll catch it.
Cool. You shuffle your way through this crowd of people again. Just shoulder to shoulder, just squeezing through. Being dwarves, you're all quite small. Roscoe's, being the tallest one, is like basically telling people just to, get out of the way for a bit. And you make your way to the stairs. You walk on up. You 3rd door on the left, 3rd door on the right, 4th on the left. Who's going to what side?
I'll take 3rd door on the left.
Right, so we'll go to the...
So, yeah, all the males will be going to the left, and then Ariana on her
Yeah.
own goes to the right. So you enter through these doors. Both of you at the same. Well, everyone at the same time enters through the doors. You'll all see, because they're all the exact same rooms. You see this quite a big room. Compared to what it looks like on the outside, as it was just a part of another building. When you see it, it's like a living room as a room. There's 3 beds in each room. You've got a desk, a little seat to sit on. You've got a little water basin to clean yourselves in. You've got decent windows. Well, the one on the left has the window to the street. The one on the right is just bricked wall. Or stone wall, sorry. Or up along it. Nicely clean. Beds are well made. Just like a hotel room. And that's what you see.
I'm gonna shout to the males of the group, like, if anybody actually wants a bed and not sleep on the floor, you can come into my room. Just because I'm female doesn't mean you have to be separate.
Oh yeah, I'm sleeping outside anyway.
Yep.
At least, you know, have a bed instead of sleeping on the floor.
Rock, paper, scissors for the who gets which bed where. Because I tell you that, I'm not sleeping on the floor.
I'm down for that.
So I would say Roscoe would probably say, right, I will go into the I will go with Veriana. I want to sleep on the bed.
Oh yay, bandit! Yee.
Yes, there is one more bed in this this room. If anybody wants to accompany.
Wait, how many beds are in each room? 2.
Three
So-
beds.
Is Billy sleeping outside then?
If you want.
Are you sure? It might rain.
Yeah, that's the least of your worries. It might rain.
Billy, I wouldn't recommend.
You might get
that
stabbed.
You could get robbed.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'll sleep inside. I don't like
Yeah.
this.
Well, we've all got to do things we don't like. I suppose us 3 will take this room. And send the non-dwarves to the other room.
Cool. So all 3 of the dwarves are in one room. Alice, Ariana, and Roscoe are in the other room.
So Billy's safe from bandit for the night.
Billy is, yeah.
And
Yeah,
everyone's
Billy
safe from the
is.
Billy is, yeah, definitely.
But I like bandit.
I like him. So you all settle in to your rooms. If anyone wants to go downstairs and drink with the locals, feel free. Does anyone want to, or is everyone staying?
No, I'm gonna.
Sleep for the night.
Yeah, because I've got. I am exhausted. So.
Cool. I have a feeling Roscoe would probably do this. But he would probably go downstairs and see if he can pickpocket a few people. I would assume. He can retcon this because it's pretty much at the end of this session, but so he will go downstairs. He will, because it's shoulder to shoulder, he'll probably pickpocket a couple of people. So 13. Let's see if anyone notices. There's a 14. So one guy noticed him trying to grab his pocket, get into his pocket, and Roscoe will probably say, "Oh, I tried to I was going to the bar," and he'd be like, and drunken burly man is like, it's whatever, and he'll go for another one, getting closer. 22. It's 15. So I would say in total, he would probably steal. With my D12. 9 pieces of gold. So I'll write that down for him. As he is a little thief. He can retcon this if he wants to, but I feel like that's something he would do. Being so crowded, it would be easy to be sneaky. And then he would head back to the room. And then you spend the night, and as you all fall to sleep, that's where we end this session.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, so I've